Well, the last time we talked, a young man, a young boy, fell out a window, and Paul gave him such a big hug down on the ground. It was down 3 stories. He gave him such a big hug, and he said, "Don't worry, the boy is alive." And so the parents went home with their boy, but the rest of them went back up the stairs, and it says they had a really nice meal up there, and they were talking more about the Lord, and it says it lasted until daybreak. They just loved Paul's words so much, and Paul loved them so much. Well, then Paul said, it's time for me to move on. And so a group of people went with him down to the seacoast, but he heard that there were the people still waiting to arrest him. So he went on, he got on, and he got to Tyre. From Troas, they said goodbye to him, and he went on to Tyre. Well, he felt pretty safe in Tyre, and when it says he stayed there a few days, but in Tyre he was shocked because the people that had said goodbye to him in Troas, that loved him so much, and people from Ephesus that used to be the idol worshippers of Diana, this crowd came to not Troas, what's the next town he went to? Tyre. The crowd came to Tyre. There was a mob on the beach to say goodbye to him. And Paul was in tears. They were in tears. And Paul just had a strong feeling, though, that this would probably be the last time he would see them. He just had that strong feeling. And sure enough, he got near the ship, and the Lord had sent a man who was a prophet. I can't remember his name. What was his name? Agabus. That's not an easy name to remember. Agabus. And just before Paul got on the ramp to get on the ship, and the people were watching him, Agabus took off Paul's sash from around his waist, and he took off his neckband. I guess he had a neckband on. And Agabus, the prophet from God, wrapped the waistband around his own wrists like this. And then he wrapped Paul's eyes in the other band that he took off of Paul. And he said, "Paul," this is basically, you can read it. He said, "Paul, this is what is awaiting you if you go." And Paul said, "I'm glad to go. If God calls me, I'm glad to go." I cry so easy, I'm sorry. So with a brave heart, Paul got on the ship, and he was sailing for Jerusalem, that was just full of the Pharisees. But Paul went anyway. And I'm going to leave it off there. What a strong man he is. He said, this is one thing I remember, he said, "I'm going to stay alive as long as the Lord can use me." And that is so true in all of our lives. If the Lord can still use us, we're not going to die until he's done with us. I don't think he's ever done with us. I don't mean it that way, but we're useful to the Lord, and he has plans for us. We're his missionaries. Okay, talk to you another time. Bye-bye.